of Motivation on Demand because I've got Eli.
What's up?
Okay, so Eli is here. Is my son. It's my boy right here. We are here because why are you here, Eli?
I'm here to talk about anything. Like,
You're here to talk about anything. But why are you here? How come you're not in school?
I got up early because I had a break.
A break.
No, winter break.
Winter break. Okay.
So it was only a half day today.
All right. So Eli's out because of a winter break. So I say, you know what? Let me bring him to the studio. So here he is. So say what's up to Eli, everybody. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, welcome. And for those of you who joined us before, welcome back. We should be live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Here's how it goes. Do you even know how Motivation on Demand works?
I do not. It's my first time here, so I
Got it. So Eli doesn't even know. So I'm going to explain it to you at the same time, okay?
All right.
All right, so the way this works is they will give me, and you know what? You can actually give me words too. So they'll give me a word, a phrase, something they're thinking about, and I'm going to turn it into a motivational talk right now. No preparation, nothing, just on the spot. What do you think about that?
Maybe anything.
Anything. I mean, come on, don't. Yeah, Eli, anything. Why don't you write, here, why don't you write down a word. So, all right, so Eli's going to join us, but for you guys as well, you can put a word too. So Eli can write a word down. You can write a word down. Eli, when we see a word there, we write it here, all right? And you can put whatever word you want. As long as I know what it is, I'll talk about it. It can be anything. So. No, no. You write down a word that you're thinking about.
Oh,
Yeah, you write down a word you're thinking about. And Brad or anybody else watching, you write down a word. Yeah. So Instagram might be tripping, so my bad, Instagram, if we can't really see it all. All right. Okay, so we got one word, tag. All right. Tag. All right. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna do tag for now. Oh, and I'm gonna need those headphones, dude, so I can hear
I
what's
got
going
you.
on.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Now I can actually hear what's going on. Good deal. All right, so right now we have tag. And this, all right, I think we're going with tag. That's what you wrote, right?
Yeah.
Tag. All right. So for those of you in the comments section, if you have a word, oh, got it. Okay, write that down. Grim Reaper. We got Grim Reaper. We have tag and Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. Okay. This is fun. This is gonna be a fun one for a Friday. You know what I mean? All right, we got tag, we got Grim Reaper, and that's what's up. This is gonna be interesting. What in the world kind of talk am I gonna do with tag and Grim Reaper? We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get both those words in. Yeah, we can rock and roll to the forward the song. I'm ready to rock. Okay, let's do this. Here we go, Eli. Motivation on demand. When I was a kid, just like all other kids, we would play all sorts of games. We'd play on the monkey bars. We'd play tag. We would do all sorts of different things. And there was this one kid, and he was notorious for cheating. And he would always, his whole game was he would tag you and he would say, hey, I'll race you. And before you could figure out what the word is, write down cannabis too. We got that in there. Well, before we figure out what the game was, he would take off. He would take off. So he would say, race you. He'd say something like, race you to the tree, and he'd take off. And all the other kids, they get frustrated. They say, no fair. I didn't even know. No, that was not fair. And he'd say, I win. And so he did it to me one day. He walks up. I'm playing in the playground. I'm probably your age, Eli. And I'm at the playground, and this kid who will nameless, and he says, "Hey, John, I'll race you to the tree." And he takes off. And I take off after him. And as I'm running, I said to him, "I'm going to catch you," as I'm running. At the time, I wasn't going to catch him. But I said I was going to catch you. And what he did, he looked back. He's running full speed, and he looked back to see where I was. And when he looked back, he trips. And then what did I do after that? I passed him up.
Yeah.
And I won. And I hit the tree first. And I was so happy. He wasn't very happy, but I was so happy. But let that be a lesson in life for all of us. That is called the curse of comparison. When you're always looking to see where someone else is at your race, you're looking to see what someone else might be doing versus what you're doing. You lose focus. When you lose focus, you get tripped up. And this happens not only in a race to a tree, this happens in life. This happens in entrepreneurship. This happens in your physical journey. You're working out, you're doing all these things. Don't compare yourself to others as a measure of your value. You can use others as inspiration. You can use others as examples, but don't compare. And also, not only do you not want to compare, but you don't want to be looking back into the past unless you're using that to learn a lesson. Other than that, keep it moving forward. Keep it moving forward. It doesn't matter what's going on. Keep it moving forward. One day you're going to meet the Grim Reaper. One day you're going to have to face that reality. And you want to be able to say that you were able to look forward, you were able to reach your goals, you were able to get to the tree, instead of saying, "Well, I wish I would have got to the tree, but I kept looking back. I kept seeing what other people were doing. I kept comparing myself to something else." And no, I didn't help him up. He had to help himself up. If I would have stopped to help him up, maybe I wouldn't have won the race. See, life's not always fair. Little man was looking back, and he was looking for me because he was wondering where I was. He was worried about where I was. Brad asked me, "Did you help little man up?" No, I didn't help him up. That's on him. He's got to help. He has to help himself up. Because if he doesn't help himself up, and I'm there to pick him up, he may think that that's how it works all the time. That's how it works all the time. Things change in life. Give you an example. In the state of Colorado and a lot of states around the country, cannabis was illegal. It was illegal to have it, to smoke it, to interact with it at all. And now it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Things change. Things change all the time, and you've got to change with them. This live has changed. I've got my son here writing words down. I got people chatting, writing words down. Things change. You have to change with them. As you're moving forward, don't be like little dude and look back when the race is on. You got to look forward. There's enough things to worry about. Now, I don't know what he tripped on, but maybe he would have saw it if he was looking forward. But he didn't see it because he was looking back. Understand that the important aspect of all the things that you do, it's momentum. How do you start momentum? Well, you get going. How do you keep momentum? You stay in motion. Now, sometimes you're going to run into some things. That's fine, no problem. Sometimes you are going to trip, even if you didn't look back like little man did way back then when he raced me to the tree. But you get up. You get up right away and you keep moving. And you might even feel embarrassed that you fell. That's okay. You still get up. You still get up. Why? Everybody falls. Nobody has gotten to the end of the race without having that scenario, having that situation. They've always had a situation where it wasn't what it should have been. It wasn't what it should have been, period. Whether you're trying to start a business, whether you're trying to get more charisma, whether you're trying to win a grant, whether you're trying to learn how to use your walker, it doesn't matter what the situation is. You've got to keep moving forward. And you don't know what's in front of you, just like I don't know what's going to come on the screen. I don't know what Eli's going to write down on the piece of paper. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because what I know is there's a tree out there that I am on a race to go find. I want to go touch that tree. If you came late, you're like, what the heck is he talking about with this tree? If you were here on time, good for you. But I'm on my way to that tree. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let something behind me, someone behind me, stop me from going where I need to go. It's like in sports. If you're running with the football and you want to score a touchdown, how in the world are you going to score a touchdown looking behind you? The goal is in front of you. You can't score looking behind you. There's nothing important behind you. You got to figure that out. Because if that's the case, you might get tackled. Oh, you on it now. Because if you look back and you're zigzagging and you're not focused, then you might get tackled. There might be an issue here. You have to make sure that you do that all the time. Every race that you run. Every race that you run. You've got to make sure you write it neat so I can read it. Because when you write a word down on a piece of paper, Eli, you got to make sure I can read it. I think it says lineman. So whether or not, if you're a lineman, if you're a running back, if you're a quarterback, if you're a receiver, play your position. Understand what position you're playing right now. Understand the game right now. Understand the race right now. Understand the rules to whatever game you're playing right now and play them to the best of your ability. And even if it's unfair, like that young man who tagged me and said, I'll race you to the tree, even if it's unfair, you still have the opportunity to do your thing. You still have the opportunity, kind of like that movie Men of Honor, when, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, but he was gonna be in the Navy, and he has to go underwater and build this piece of equipment, and they cut the bottom of his bag. It's not fair, but he did it anyway. So sometimes they're gonna start the race and you didn't even know there was a race. You're still in it. It's still your opportunity to get started. So get to work. Don't let anything stop you, ever. Now, I hope you can walk away from this talk. Here, you can rock these headphones. I hope you can walk away from this talk with something that helps you stay forward. Stay looking forward and not looking back. Thank you. All right, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Eli, what'd you think?
I loved it. That was so fun.
That was awesome. That was an interesting experience because you were, guys, I mean, there's literally 8, 9, 10 words here.
You also got lineman right.
Lineman, yeah, you didn't.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we got to work on that. That was, yeah, that was a little, that was,
I just got a hug.
yeah, that was some adversity there. That's, yeah. But that's okay. We figured it out. It was adversity. It was one of those, I was just talking, but I was like, I can't read that, brother. I don't know but it's all good. Look, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Motivation on Demand. My name is John Guyton. This is John Guyton Studios, and this is Eli. He won't be here every day, but during the week, but I'll be here. So join me next time for another episode of Motivation on Demand. This is live, Eli. I can't edit this out. Motivation on Demand. We'll be here back with you on Monday. So get those words ready, get those phrases ready, get those requests ready, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to just chat with my son while we end this thing. So peace out. Say bye. Cool. So now what I did, when you're not here, I just act like I'm writing. Like I just fake like I'm writing. But since you're here, I can just talk to you. And it's an easy way to really learn.